Right, feels no pressure yet, so he's just fine. And they're going looking. Crashies getting curious, and the swing on the corner. Perfect. Wolfen wants one, trade down, back and forth. Trexx stands for two, but quickly goes down. And it looks like NRG want to send a message early.
And the timing on that was perfect. The flash comes through just as the orb drops from Som. See, Victor got to be careful here. The wide swing, koldamenta isolates the first, but Som good for the trade.
Sheydos, come on.
Find a response. It's a Killjoy 1v1 here.
It's your dream come true, Mike. Oh, something the turret going to be coming up now. Spike is safe to get back in hand. That's fine. 35 seconds. Going to secure the flank, make sure nothing's there. He has no idea where FNS is for now. So he's going to try and play it smart and play it safe, but a fight is inevitable. And the angle for FNS...
How deep does he clear on site here, though?
That's the question, isn't it? A quick glance, and the shot's good! sheydos! A slap back to him.
Plant the seeds of emphasis towards the B site. Obviously with Sages on both sides of this map here. Nothing spotted out with the Aldo here. I'm not sure actually if top site was spotted there. It was crashies up there. The wall's going to go up. We're going to try and get a bit of a deeper plant here, but it's dealt with immediately.
Yeah, very quickly now. Trexx again, still going to be good for it, finding crashies. Second bite of the cherry for the plant. That's going to go down uncontested. So safe plant here, and now into the post plant. A little bit of chip damage on Victor, but let's see if any damage could be found. There's no flank coming into play. Still going to have the turret keeping watch onto that, so no worries there. They just need to try and keep this one as safe as they can. Have the rifles. This shouldn't be a problem here, Mike.
No, definitely not. Should be a comfortable cleanup as well. sheydos to find three. Trexx. So.
Absolutely. That will be in the back of their mind, though, I'm certain. And let's see what Wolfen can get up to here. Proactive beginnings and a quick start.
Dealt with immediately. That's literally big tick in the box for me at the start of this round. Flash does actually catch ardiis, but look how aggressive this is. Looking to flash all the way into spawn here outside B. On the back of that information, ardiis will throw the wall up.
Yeah, talk about trying to bring ardiis into play. That is something I want to keep my eye on, is how well do they make this man work. As I said, still sticking around here, not going to back away from this. He does have Victor not far behind. He's actually got the rotate coming through from crashies as well. These two are rabid in approach. They desperately...
Chomping at the bit. There's three people here for NRG.
They're willing to brawl. This is ridiculous, considering 0-2 down in this. Not a terrible start, but, you know, still willing to battle this out. And they did great chip damage on towards koldamenta, so that could be something to note in the future. But again, you still have Sage there, so should be brought back up nice and quick, but ardiis gets punished by Wolfen, exploring on his own. No utility to attempt a motion. About he's going late flank through middle, hasn't been noted.
Victor just gave it up. He spotted him.
Victor is in so much danger. Now there's a problem though, because they've got their mind split in two places, and Trexx starts farming. 3 huge kills, and NRG left in tatters. Victor's eyes turn towards middle, and it's all but a ruse, it's all but a distraction. The time is just singing him the way out of this round. koldamenta to close, and Koi off to the perfect start, 3-0. Talked about koldamenta as a kingmaker, right? He knows how to make his players work for him. We're seeing it with Trexx early on. Wolfen want to see how he warms into this, and we're finally seeing a little bit of a look towards the A site here. So again, the purchase from NRG is poor, so it's not going to be one of those rounds that we're going to be writing home about if all goes to plan, but it's the first time Koi's starting to explore the map this time.
The scope in the hands of Som. We left to anchor towards Snowman, but 3 pistols to deal with here. Oh, actually, sheydos just staring on Victor here. And actually, Victor looking to get aggressive, nearly catching one.
Yeah, but the pressure's coming now. sheydos cracks open towards crashies too. Potential of a flank, but not going to be explored. And they're on towards the site. Already clearing towards 410. starxo towards ardiis. It's clean so far. Nice. No trades coming back in. You can see FS trying to find that space. Denied quickly. Koi, super diligent. Super clean, super diligent, and a prime telling. Nothing still.
Should hit these steps though.
It's huge. What a swing from Wolfen as well. You felt as though ardiis was good for that crash. She's still standing. Don't know how. The absolute flood of utility on the side is going to put him right under pressure. The flank is on though. Koi not feeling comfortable just yet. They want another pick, but you can see them halting for a second, pausing for composure. See if there's any oversteps, and no one is so far.
They've got bodies on the line here to try and defend. That's the Aldrone. Late investment here.
How is crashies alive?
Utility to clear crashies.
10 seconds. They've got to make a move towards the site. And Victor saving NRG in this. Vested, and they're already on the site essentially. Really sitting deep now. NRG didn't want to take that risk after ardiis lost his head in just that prior round, but still, one going to come through. And Trexx on guard duty takes down Victor. Crashies with a whole lot of info, but not a lot of ability to really do much about the pressure coming off the back of it. So again, spamming in. ardiis takes a little bit of damage himself. And they're looking for that first step in on this retake, and it may be off the back of this Hunter's Fury coming through, and absolutely maybe now. Trexx goes down. But not before he actually managed to convert onto Victor. The
Oh,
timing,
no.
FNS! He's made a bit of a meal of it. This could be deadly now. Problems aplenty, Mike.
Does find it though. Koldamenta will fall here. FNS, can he find anything else? No. starxo deals with it. Trexx finds a follow-up. Wall's still available for ardiis, but again, there's just not enough left.
The agent not there. Going to be difficult. Trying to play bodyguard here for Victor. Does I think get, yeah, he did indeed get the old orb, so that's fine. FNS could be next on the chopping block, and he is quick with it. Really clean work. I think this is a lot of credit going to koldamenta in my mind. Again, you've got a lot of untested talent, some talent who've been off almost for a year. You've got a lot of different factors to work into effect here, but he's doing incredibly well with this roster so far. crashies and some, again, looking for maybe some sort of chip damage, some sort of exit to any sort of damage they can achieve. That'll do. Going to take down one, but anything more starts to get almost impossible.
The opening to some of these anti-eco rounds from Koi have just been absolute perfection. There's been no real risk. Always stacked up in numbers, and Wolfen's been good for it so far, honestly.
Yeah, solid. Does he get checked on this? Does he not? Similar scenes. No turret this time. So again, this could be relatively telling as well that there is an adjustment, but Wolfen big pick. Victor goes down, he gets a back away, and there's no trade, there is no threat.
I love the reaction here. It's such a big indicator that the turret's not there. There's some kind of adjustment on the side of NRG.
What's been
exactly, what's happening differently here? Beautiful opener from Wolfen once again.
That's really nice to see. Again, young player, good decision making coming in here. First on the big stages like this. That's lovely. Doesn't have to get too flashy with it, can just do his role. And we've got that slow lean actually towards B, but we do still see Viper's Pit in play.
Still got a drone, still got the recon to deal with. Some should they force in.
Res up. There's sheydos on guard duty. Trexx quickly handling business, and ardiis even gets tagged in this. So they've lost even more. Yes, koldamenta goes down, but still, it's just FNS, Som, and ardiis to try and quickly get back towards the A site. All drawn towards B, all drawn towards mid, and a quick read and a correct decision from Koi to instantly go towards A.
Yeah,
beautiful, beautiful decision making.
A very safe plant as well with no pressure coming back through on site. FNS actually going to invest the lockdown here with the Hunter's Fury being burnt up from Trexx. We'll see really what it buys. Again, when they're not behind screens, it only really gives them access towards the orb. You can see where it cuts off here. It's a safe plant.
Okay, what's the plan here? Oh, this could be nice. Gives him a bit of cover. That's the only issue, though. Has to back away 18 HP, and he's lost all the bodies in the meantime. All alone, barely breathing. ardiis would have to work miracles, and there are no miracles here for NRG.
She's going to opt to rotate towards orange here.
How much longer can he
actually,
last?
as I say that, yeah, Victor actually caught with the stinger out in the open.
So much put towards just clearing him out of this. Actually, FNS! Great little available angle. The all has come into play, and again, just putting bodies on the line here. Koi has once again won out the fight. Yes, it's sloppy, but it now probably 8-1. It's not the end of the world unless Victor can work out some sort of magic here.
Well, he did get tagged up and noted by Trexx as well, so down to 67 HP. Flashes to work with. The alarm bot will reveal his position.
Larger amount of presence. First time we're going to see the 4 players really posted up on this too. ardiis first contact. Wins that fight wall. Gets committed, doesn't get on it himself though, so has to peel away from this. And actually an early read from NRG that this is going to be a rotation.
30 seconds.
I mean, 30 seconds left here. I don't think they're going to beat NRG to this site. Obviously, some tucked all the way into Snowman.
I love Victor backfilling this super quick as well.
Yeah, immediately.
Safety, making sure it's not going to be a double pump, a double fake. No, it's going to be now red alert to Som. Do what you can, buy us time, buy any seconds you can. Plant's going to come in, does it get stuck here? 10 seconds now, it's down, it's safe. Into the post plant, crashies, handles starxo. Now down to 3 players, what more can these 3 do? I think I heard the Viper's pick committed.
Yeah, koldamenta's popped it.
He's popped it, and rightly so, but Victor on the flank. This was happening a long time ago. ardiis still popping off shots, finds sheydos. Down to koldamenta and Trexx here. Close on the side, and crashies trying to reveal him. crashies going to get Trexx. And now just koldamenta, and he's dealt with. Finally, NRG stemmed the bleeding. But is it too little and is it too late?
I said for this to go in Koi's favor would have been the nail in the coffin for me. Again, it will be nothing short of a miracle. They can close this out with the best possible.
Yep, and now he's going to see the players. Falls away from this and probably rightly considered. Quick trade does take down Wolfen, but the site's now under scrutiny. We do note that, again, it was ardiis who hit that early rotate towards B on that B site, but the fight in middle's won out by starxo. And crashies on the quick flank is going to miss the vast majority. There's still 1 player even behind this Trexx, waiting ever so patiently for his time. The plant comes in, the timing's atrocious. Trexx gets it on a platter. Spotting out 1 in the second, looking likely. Trexx, sharp as ever. And now it's just ardiis, completely navigated around, didn't even get a chance into this round. I love that. How do we get around the up? Well, we just play it up the guts, up middle.
I'd love to accredit this towards the awareness of being, it's going to be on an extremity, right?
Yeah.
The weakness is going to be in mid. And what's FNS got to deal with is 3 bodies barreling into kitchen. Like I said, even here with the setup, they're stacked up as 3, ready to explode close on the back of that alarm bot contact. We'll find a consolation, but only really revealing himself here. Prone to losing this now. Trexx on the first swing. And sheydos picking up the slack elsewhere as well. Might even catch him.
Gave it a good... And here's the burst again. Wolfen instantly going to fight towards Som. Som great dealing with the first though. Front line dealt with. Now you got to look towards who else is remaining. We know that Koi are running as a pack in this. There's 3 players who are the heavy hitters and they're mostly still standing. Some though yet to be cleared fully from this. Rez comes in. Do they get a partner? Huge from Som, holding it down and giving NRG the finest amount of hope, the thinnest amount.
That has to be cleaned up here for the second half.
And if I'm Koi, I'm testing them. I'm going right back into the thick of it. And well, for starters, they are getting dealt with. Good
4
work to begin.
mids.
Yeah, they're very aware that this confidence could be happening, and it is. So starxo going to back away here. I see them willing to fight on this, spotting them crossing towards the A site though, so already going to have at least 2 bodies here. We're going to see a little bit of the setup in play. FNS though, trying to lead by example at this point here.
Early intention showed here as well for Wolfen. Happy to take these opening engagements, and Koi happy to build around him. Get the clean plant here, and still 5 standing here for NRG. It's a numbers advantage. Koi have to get something done on this retake. Wall going to burn up a lot of time here as well, Lauren.
I don't see a comfy way back in at all. They already have to back away from this. There's no step to it. There's still so many bodies on the site. 5 still standing for NRG.
The wall's only just coming down now, and there's only 1 chunk removed.
Okay, sheydos though does connect quite quickly. Good information on the second, but not going to follow up. It's Som dealing with it at the back of the site. ardiis still standing, and NRG locking this down. They need this one to work out for them, and trexx cannot do enough. 3 alive for NRG.
Let's see what he can get done in the second half as well. Early intention shown from Koi once again with that tube walk. The dart goes through. Actually on the back of that. So proactive, they're coming back, they're clearing this space outside A site, and this is on a round with just classics to work with.
And here we go, there's going to be the spot. crashies knows at least 1, potentially 2 now, so they should be very aware that there's now going to be further presence. A little messy in the end, not what you want, but they should be fine now. Going to lose out on Victor, but I doubt trexx will get anything. Yeah, so comfy, 4 alive, farm coming in, and
yeah, this, I mean, if sheydos lives, then yeah, sure, but
didn't love this. If I'm honest, that put
no second swing. I mean, starxo's trying to follow off the drone. Som's going to find another kill onto koldamenta here.
Nicely played round so far by NRG, but it is been left on a platter here. sheydos, Wolfen, and trexx trying to navigate a way through, and Som can play that back line. ardiis yet to be checked on, does do well. Finds Wolfen, extends a little bit of play here. 3v2, and Som, perfect timing. Lovely approach there. Buys a little couple of seconds as well. Going to be a nuisance, and sheydos not being given a fair fight. There isn't one to be had. Turns the flash, but he can't turn this round any other way, and I didn't love what they were doing. There was a little bit of a heavy investment to be long, very methodically working. They do still have utility to clear towards site as well.
30 seconds.
But it's the time. It makes me nervous, even against these pistols. 1 player drops, Spike gets lost, util gets burnt up, 25 seconds now. Mike, this is running down to the wire. Som trying to do his heroics once again. Wall goes up. 18 seconds. I'm still waiting for that plant to come in and if it's safe. It is for now. Victor and Som on the case.
Right, Som actually the one to find that.
So far, he's not, as I said, not going to be your highlight player. He's not going to be sitting there top of the scoreboard, but he's certainly doing the damage. Lovely work. Big connection towards Victor. That's now a little bit of a problem. You're going to isolate FNS if he tries to stick around here. He can't do much more. It's down to the 3 that are hitting towards the site.
crashies and ardiis, though. Look at them.
To find starxo, trying to navigate around potentially. starxo yet to get checked on, and trexx has found crashies. This is a bit bizarre to me, and starxo can just back away here, gets away with his life. No success being found. FNS, yes, has gone deep towards A, but to what value? There's still utility in play here.
Just now dealing with the turret. The alarm bot's still there, so sheydos is going to know nobody's followed through on that.
Som, how much can this one man do? This again is calling for such a huge round, and he's actually in the right place for it. Gonna fight koldamenta. There is a second on the site as well, but it's gonna be starxo just worming his way around trying to find the angle. He gets it, Koi! Huge punish. Denying Som, denying ardiis, and they noted earlier where FNS was. They are gonna sit on this one. The smokes are coming in. starxo is safe, and it's 10 for Koi. They've invested so much in this, but 2 players on the flank now, but 2 players to be watching it as well. So NRG fully aware, really
Literally
diligent.
Unlosable round here. Hunter's Fury, 2 snake bites available. Nano Swarms, Koi know it. As soon as those 2 flank kills fall, a great decision to be made here from Koi as well. And koldamenta 2800, starxo 800. Opportunity here for a weapon to be passed across. Like I said, that all hinged on those 2 kills on the flank, Lauren.
Yeah, it could have changed the outcome if they did potentially go the other way, but NRG pulling out the must-win round sort of deal. Burnt a fair amount, but absolutely worth it at this point, it feels. So they're going to convert here and close the gap on the scoreline just a touch. Not letting him. And trexx willing to scrap on this. Does need to back away. He had the support there as well. Wolfen getting a little bit of play into this. Timing not there this time, and NRG quick to it. They are not resting for a second. Victor, fast as anything. You'd think he's on Neon if you blinked and missed it. But it's Wolfen in the back lines. They've had to relinquish the site control. But I am looking at one going walkabouts here. Trexx is still on the site. Finally found by crashies for the spike yet to be planted. But NRG are winning the fight, so they desperately needed.
Now, this is the sort of round they're known for, completely disrupting the rhythm, the tempo, the expectations of some of these rounds. And Koi just left scratching their heads, honestly. Massively overstepping the mark. You don't ever expect anybody on the back of that initial contact. And that's Koi being aggressive there. They're the ones that are happy to dig a little deeper, challenge that owl drone. But straight away, Victor barrels towards site.
I love seeing that from Victor, though. We needed a bit of that punch to come back in. We saw a little bit of that dabble of aggression on the first half. It didn't obviously work out as well for NRG, but to see them kindling that here in the second half is great.
I'm glad you referenced the Neon as well, because actually, what... And sheydos breaking their ankles there.
And the side looks like it's on a platter. Do they try and refight? Do they offset the timing? It looks like they try to. ardiis, though, willing to brawl it out. crashies denies, and none of that pressure. None of that aggression going to work out here, trying to offset the tempo to try and maybe deny that plan and get in their faces. koldamenta left alive, and it's a formality at this point. It will be tied up. This will be 10-10. I'd love to see you prove me wrong, koldamenta, but this is what we've been asking for. Wolfen could have that opportunity. He did manage to find, I believe it was actually Victor even last time, but a new position playing off the back of the turret as well.
It's a sketchy res. starxo has to respect it for the time being. Has to back away from that. Might even have to wait for the retake opportunity to get that res back online.
And I feel like this is a fantastic read because we did see that before. That walk down tube, only used once or twice, very rarely implemented.
FNS with his finger on the pulse in terms of what Koi were planning.
I love this. Going back in just to ensure that that res does not come through, and Som is putting in serious work. sheydos finally pulls the trigger, takes down one on the site. Som's been found, it's a 3v3, but time, the KJ ult has come into effect, and ardiis is going to get the counter ult comes in. starxo on the punish, and now just 2. FNS and Victor, and where do they go?
Got to back away. Koi actually respecting the lockdown as well. Nothing detained here on either side.
Time. They've got to get a move on Victor.
It's burnt up so much.
He's going to have his knife back, he's going to have his flash back, he's got so much kit still to play with. sheydos still alive, FNS is there, he can get back onto this one. Oh, and Victor's found starxo! sheydos with a quick trade, but time is everything, and is running out for them. FNS, he got down in time! It's done for, it's 11 for NRG!
What a round for NRG to pull out here. Absolute chaos.
He does call for help, but no one's going to be there super quick. Yes, trexx does actually adjust
Big
really well. This is a little bit of an adjustment. trexx coming in to bail out is massive. Now they can start working this down. They would have at least noted 3 now, noting it all. That's the spike lost, and Koi crunched them in towards kitchen. And you're going to have FNS and crashies, irrelevant to outcome. crashies would have to pull off miracles here. And he's got the first step. 35 seconds, finds the second. crashies is fighting as best he can, but being closed in on. Another! Wolfen springs into...
NRG expect this resistance.
starxo going to find Victor. Trade comes in. The site is manic, but it's crashies again. The pain stage from crashies. Animal on the site. Finding 3 critical kills. trexx, heroics again required. Not going to happen. The guts on crashies to play like that, man.
It's just another one that defies logic.
Come on. How is he up? Initial utility. There's a little bit of a look, but not too much intention behind it. Som willing to put life on the line for this now. Maybe even first contact once that wall does drop. There it is, say hello. Som says hello to 2 and bye. Finally goes down, but it's down to 3. Wolfen, starxo, and trexx. How much more can they do? It's not looking likely. Wolfen, desperate, and desperation ain't working. starxo now with a judge. And the jury has decided it's in. Yeah, this is early. This is super early. Not safe in those post plants either. They want to get the blood drawn now. Now, yes, Wolfen's on the side, but he needs to get a frag, and he does, but only one. The backline hits, and it's sheydos battering down NRG.
Wow.
Gorgeous offset on the timing there on that retake, Mike. It was just in between that safety of the post plants being set up.
Literally on the back of that spike tap coming through. Koi are ready to explode on the back of that recon. Paranoia sent through. Actually got to credit Atsley. Her ability to hold on to
FNS with an early punish.
I love this smoke here just outside Bricks to deny the information. NRG happy to creep up behind it. And actually, yeah, the ping comes onto hell here.
Yeah, Wolfen's in so much shape. How's he won that fight? ardiis look good for it there. Maybe an outgun and over. Peek on it, but a quick trade, and FNS is keeping them in this game, but on towards the side. starxo only going to get one. The trade's coming back in from koldamenta. Victor there. They were on the side. They're still trying to battle it out. sheydos can't do it again. And this time, NRG brawl it out.
So the fact that we want to plant the seeds that maybe that there's going to be some sort of retake attempt to come through, but I don't think they want to give away any more ult orbs here in terms of the early progress made by crashies, Victor, FNS.
So close.
Might just want to fall to the spike. A wise decision here from Koi.
Yeah, it looks like the right call. And now the commitment. Yeah, you're absolutely on the money, Mike.
I mean, you think about this here, it's ultimate.
The site, and actually gets away with straight up murder until then. FNS with a quick trade. The classic doing more than enough, apparently. That's going to be gutting for them. But the site not quite fully under control just yet. FNS goes down, a little bit chipped towards Victor, but mostly gets away unscathed.
Numbers advantage here for Koi.
They're all on the site. NRG unable to back away from this. And yeah, Koi just collapsing on towards them. Victor, a 1v3 required. They're playing together on this. It's going to be rough for Victor here. Might get the first on one. They line up a little, but actually it's koldamenta. Keeps it clean.
The step back saves them there. And 3 will survive. Operator saved as well. I like the little swap out there for Wolfen to be able to CT this time around.
They absolutely don't. There's very little pressure coming in unison here. Victor finally feels it coming in through the top of Garage. That looks like a high priority. And yes, the paranoia catches, so they do manage to start taking in towards Garage. Looking towards CT, they don't have to find the same success. crashies holding them back with a second. Now koldamenta needs to do some serious work. 3 is all he can find, and that's all he's going to get. starxo going to take that operator out of there, and the 2 will remain. Som and ardiis still alive, and NRG going to make it to the 3rd.
If we see Koi continuously rely on this operator, I mean, we've talked about credited their ability to swap it out to trexx. This is a little bit of a pump in the early round. Wolfen's going to have his hands full.
He's got to do well here. He needs it. And a 1-to-1 trade felt like he needed a little more, but trexx quickly on the case. Going to backfill that and take down ardiis, so keep favorable numbers. 4v3 and they fall away.
Beautiful flash from starxo there as well. All the way back from that CT arch. That actually gives Koi line to come back. Still got 2 flashes to work with, but lots of tools at the disposal of Koi.
What?
Som had both smokes up there as well.
He had everything to play with still. Not sure if they felt that they had that for free. I'm not sure what the read was there. Maybe feeling trexx was the only one on the site, but again, the flash had to come from somewhere. Plants come in, but it's 2 to try and hold it. No flank on this either. All through CT or heaven.
So FNS has to be super aggressive here.
How are you going to do so much damage? Yeah, sheydos and trexx. Quick work, light work.
NRG feel like they got the read there, that Koi are going to rotate off A site, but certainly feels a little uncomfortable to see an Omen with both smokes available. Just shift walk.
Looking to see what they try and make this work with. A swing and a jump just off the back of the contact, but great trades for ardiis. Finding 2 being pivotal to this round. Make it a 3rd, ardiis dicing them up. And just holding towards CT, waiting for that next victim, that next player who would dare do it. And no one feels that they can. trexx, ooh, damage done, yes,
1
but
HP for ardiis.
Unconfirmed. ardiis can now back away, hopefully with his life. And the damage has been achieved here. That quick take towards A was perfect.
I think maybe Koi are just thinking there's a Hunter's Fury available, like there's too many things, we can't pin this retake around the lockdown, but then you got to question why that's the setup initially.
Yeah, Mike.
Yeah.
I'm a bit worried here if he's going to be feeling a little rusty, but that's a great shot. Takes down ardiis and slips away towards CT. They don't need much more than that. Maybe try and hold backside control, but that's about it.
Now
Spike's going to go down. You're absolutely
Potential
right.
here.
It should be the one.
sheydos is late though.
Yeah, didn't quite catch the timing on the paranoia there either. Stun not going to do it. Now Som left to his own devices. Actually able to get to safety, not punished either. Koi struggling to capitalize on some of this utility, and FNS feeling it, gets involved.
2 or 3 inside that smoke. A crazy play from FNS. I gotta say, I come out of that round scratching my head a little bit. Is that all on the back of holding on to the operator? They didn't even save that.
No, they didn't.
Another situation where the lockdown's available for a retake, and Koi have looked pretty good on some of these retakes.
Yes. It's just like they're missing that one step, that next layer, which I'm kind of waiting to see that lockdown be part of. And this was the first shot from Wolfen, did manage to make it out, and sadly that utility. And yeah, this is when trouble aplenty, they can't escape, they can't run! Oh, it's a crashies catching them by the heels. Huge punish with the util coming out, lovely combo work coming in with FNS. And now the sight's on the platter. starxo has to respect it. This could be another 3-man safe.
It could be, yeah. This is one where actually don't even bother with that lockdown. crashies still with that Hunter's Fury available, yeah, Koi already making their way over towards Garage. Not seeing that same level of confidence we saw on Icebox. Have been knocked just a little bit coming into this map too. And again, that pressure mounting with every round. Elimination looming here for Koi.
You can see the smiles creeping onto NRG's faces too. crashies starting to look
I mean, this is where they start to thrive, these players.
And you need this. It is a new roster, right? And all the practice is great. All of the, everything you do leading up to this, but it's about how you play in the game. The officials, there's no practice like officials. And seeing them getting confidence now, looking nice with the synergy, lovely combo work coming in. Beautiful, beautiful stuff so far.
That extends the gap to 3 rounds.
Now the harder
initially
part,
here, brilliant. First tick in the box. Wolfen, does he get caught on the way back out? No.
lovely.
Come away. Completely untraded first blood here, and it's Som to fall. No smokes available for NRG.
But they're already in on the B side somewhat. koldamenta really keeping note of that though. Does find Victor, but it was ardiis who slipped through. And yeah, Koi now starting to go through the motions. It's working perfectly. Koi looking comfortable now. And ardiis last one alive. It ain't pretty, but he gets the job done. koldamenta, no worries in that. And
This alarm bot as well, I think.
Yep. Well.
Does anybody see this smoke? They're going to see it when they get past these boxes.
koldamenta, I feel like he's dead there. Yeah, absolutely dead. NRG's timing could not have been better. Falling away from this koldamenta, maybe feeling they were still meandering around A long, and there actually are still 2 players here.
Som's
Seen. So again, this is perfect calls, lovely reads. But actually, starxo still sharp for 1, but he needs a bit more. There's still 4 players alive here, and you're down to Trexx and sheydos. They've been sitting, playing for these, saves and trying to keep these weapons up, and Trexx is still desperate for it because ardiis was maybe overheating a little in that. I'm going to try and punish Trexx again! Still dancing around, but he's got 5 HP. There's only so much one man can do, and it's all but done. NRG pull it right back in. No point saving now. In we go, site now taken. ardiis plants the flag there and actually takes the scalp off of Trexx. What a shot! Trexx looks so unaware there was even a chance of that, and koldamenta chomping at the bit to try and maybe find a fight through CT. No. And we're actually going to see the lockdown coming in, but this time it's
all a fake.
Yep. Oh my god, the spike's over towards A. Well. And you still got the slip through here as well from ardiis. He's still doing them dirty. Victor's already. NRG. This is perfection from them. And now starxo.
starxo doesn't know where it's planted. He doesn't know where it's planted.
Lost
oh, no.
and confused.
We'll be able to get this plant now. starxo eating that first shot. Now the second one even find him. Somehow skips away.
They're trying to crunch slow. Look at this off-tempo hit. I love it, trying to catch the players who are still on the side, which they might just do here. Victor, lovely. Going to get 1, but a quick trade for Wolfen. Still standing, can't stand much longer. The site now waving the NRG banner as Koi relegated towards long, but can they hold this plant? Som's on it. He ain't moving.
Nice smoke from Som as well, just to try and deny this dash through from Wolfen, but it's actually Trexx to find it. FNS will find a response actually, and is that weapon retrieved? There's 2!
No, this is such an error. ardiis is still alive, but it's only ardiis, and thankfully sheydos was still alive. The turret will at least give away the game. That got so dangerous For a second there, it could have swung.
For a moment, I think that was a right. Lock really has run down here, and the spike is long, so... Okay, koldamenta just finds a drive-by. Yep, round saved.
There we go, that's exactly what you'd depend upon, but the 3 players left alive. Anything to look at here? Not really, they're not in a position to really challenge.
Koi find this, but it's going to put them within touching distance.
It certainly does.
And that's the bottom line.
And that's big, taking one of the rifles away makes these kind of reinvestments incredibly difficult, and trexx desperate to do damage. Oh, it's down to 25, looking like they're going to hold it. Okay, nice, yeah. Keeping the 2 rifles, but that's all.
Oh, it's actually being given a second or third shot. This, thank God sheydos finds that headshot.
That was getting sloppy, getting messy, and now they're losing out on numbers. trexx going to try and at least bulk up some of the defense on towards C long, and by all accounts, it's looking okay. FNS is going to have to try and find 3 sitting pretty deep towards long. I think he knows that rifle is more valuable than the chance of him being able to convert into this round here.
And even there with that completely untraded first blood, which is a real concern. I mean, if anybody else is there to kind of solidify that C-site hold with Victor, then it gets really concerning.
Oh God, because you imagine a swing from the back of plat or something like that.
Alzo's fault line just coming back online as I said that. So the flash available.
Okay. Oh, it's adjusting long, finds sheydos, it's gorgeous. NRG posting up pretty aggressively on these angles, not sitting deep by any means, and actually not falling back, but they have lost sight control. koldamenta, so unaware, didn't even turn, didn't even look towards it, and now just 2 on the site here, surrounded. No comfort to be found, maybe can fall away too long, but they need to win a fight and find some safety somewhere. The chip damage coming out from trexx could have given them a second to breathe and think, but it ain't gonna be for long.
Set up here for the utility as well. trexx forced a little closer towards spawn.
trexx.
Not caught by the paranoia though.
He needs to, he might be good! Oh, FNS keeps on running and trexx just falls. starxo a 1v4 position is pretty considered. They had players in sewer, they had CT dealt with. Either. There's nowhere to run and nowhere to hide. He's dead and buried. NRG smothering Koi now.
A little bit of a switch up here. ardiis on that operator, creating some problems for Koi to overcome. Responses there from crashies, and he should find info. Yeah, absolutely. Well, the Hunter's Fury to slow things down. It's a double tag.
This could be massive, and it is. crashies finding koldamenta.
Another 2 tags.
He's done so much damage to the lockdown just to make sure he's safe.
Look at the time.
Hesitant. They've got 35 seconds, and they've got no information. They've got nowhere to go.
There's still 2 on C, Lauren.
Garage is a player in it. Wolfen's running into his death. He has no idea. They already cleared it earlier, but Som's here. Perfect play from Som.
Oh my God.
Positioning divine. He's read the round. And now trexx, it's a formality again. And Som played that so well. The positioning was great.
Available for this. Do they opt to actually pull the trigger here
Off
as
tempo.
the plant comes through? starxo maybe going to get pinned onto site here.
He's in trouble. He's in real trouble. Wolfen wins 1 fight towards Garage, but it's an absolute bloodbath in favor to NRG here. Back on the side here, Wolfen needs more. Needs massive impact. He ain't gonna get it. sheydos needs it, doesn't get it either. It's NRG clean on the play back in, and now it's 11 calling, and NRG willing to answer. They are looking good, Mike.
Well, the response is there in the second half. I have to see how it lies here for Koi for the retake here. So Koi, just felt like that was the one thing that went wrong for them. It's an open plant, nano swarm down. Wolfen going to entertain the idea of sticking around for it. Actually, sheydos considering the lockdown here.
But look at the flank. 4 players on the flank, and trexx is util in hand. There's no one here. If he crests that corner,
paranoia.
That's 2 caught with the paranoia. It's going to call all the players in. starxo takes a whole lot of damage. He's down to 6 HP. They got to buy time. They got to do something. koldamenta dives into the jaws of it. trexx stunned. NRG battering them down. And a 3v2. Wolfen and starxo still alive in a switch of position. Som dips in towards the site, avoids the stun. Still fighting, still standing, tapping on the spike for Wolfen. He's behind both of them. Finds them.
Oh my God.
What a time for the young. We're going to see the plant coming through.
I'm going to say with a couple of Spectres, they can't actually rely heavily on this long setup either.
But they're all going to it.
I mean, it's only the Hunter's Fury to play off here.
Tell me they're going to get proactive through mid. Tell me something, Mike.
Tell me they re-clear Garage. It looks as if there's going to be sheydos and koldamenta going that way. Victor immediately punished. Hudson's very posted. That's going to
but-
catch starxo and trexx, actually.
And the counter roll comes in. They need some value, and it's fallen by the wayside. Trexx and koldamenta, the last two alive.
He's
The
taking it.
defuse, he ain't moving. He's going to hold this one down. It's all falling to pieces.
Oh, no.
Right in front of their eyes.
And they're looking to spin the wheel. B site will be their focus point here.
There's so much of it on the ground still. Wolfen's going to take a fair amount of damage here. Softened up, comfortable for Victor. No sweat for him. The smoke into play, and Koi gets sent back. They did not find the impact, but they can't even quickly springboard. Still util in towards Garage. Position now noted. They're not finding what they need here, but a quick flex towards C. Again, do they dare keep doing this? And Victor, he's on the hunt. He's feeling confident. He's got the voice beside him. Trexx on the flank can only do so much. Finds one.
What?
What is that from Victor?
Oh my god!
What in God's name is that? koldamenta now surrounded. He's dead. He's buried. And Victor sent